Summer Skin Week, and today we're breaking down the common misconceptions when it comes to something we all have strong feelings about: aging skin. Here to the rescue is board-certified dermatologist and best-selling author, Dr. Doris Day. Hello. How are you? Okay. All right. Dr. Day, welcome back. Let's get into it. How can we fight the aging process in our skin?
Right, we're going to break down a lot of misconceptions.
Okay.
So the first one is that your skin aging is purely genetic. Right, that's a misconception. I'm telling you that up front. That's the answer already. But how much do you think is genetic?
What percentage?
Yep.
50?
10%.
Whoa.
Only 10% of how your skin ages is genetic. And that's really good news, because that means you have control over how your skin ages until you're about 90. Then it's genetic. But until then, you can do so much to age well. And the most important thing is protection, right? So being sun smart is really helpful. And speaking of being sun smart, now we go to another misconception, which is that you get most of your sun exposure by the age of 18.
Oh, I didn't think that. I mean, I know you get a lot of bad sun exposure by the age of 18, but I think your 20s really take you through it, because you don't think you need sunscreen.
Right,
You're
or you
drinking
just
on the
like
beach.
the tan, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is you only get about 15 to 20% of your sun exposure, your lifetime exposure, by the age of 18. So being sun smart at a young age is really important, and this means wear a hat, wear sun protection, and now we have all different kinds of SPF. Now, another misconception, we're just leading in here, is that wrinkles are the only sign of skin aging.
Oh,
So
yeah, I know that.
Can you think of others?
Dark spots, melasma, all of that.
Broken blood vessels, dull skin, even dry skin, itchy skin. All of that is a sign of sun damage in the skin that works on a molecular level. So the way that we fix that is not just on the outside. We've talked about that, but also things like managing your stress really helps in that repair, because those...
I'm done.
Well, it's not about not having stress, it's how you manage it, right? So look at it as a puzzle, not as... Everything is not the end of the world, right? And then hydrate, sleep, and hydration is so important because you can drink your water. You can add fruits and vegetables to it, eat foods that are high in water, so lots of ways that you can manage stress. Sleep is so important, and good quality sleep is really important. And of course, don't forget to protect your eyes when you're out and about.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about the next thing is food, so people don't realize that what you eat can also affect your skin. So people think, oh, just eating is good for weight, it's good for overall health, but actually it directly impacts your skin as well. You know why all these fruits and vegetables, the berries, the peppers, orange, potatoes, sweet potatoes, why they have these colors?
I don't know why.
No.
I was just about to say something that made no sense.
Oh, I want to hear it, though.
No, just because they're good for you, and good things that are good for you are colorful.
Well, that's true. I like that answer.
Then explain jelly beans. Just kidding. Just
I
kidding.
was going there also, because I was going to say Cheetos is not a color nowadays. So don't try that one. But these all have colors because plants can't move out of the sun. So they make antioxidants to protect them from UV rays.
Oh, wow.
When we eat them, we get those antioxidant benefits. So I want you to eat all these different fruits and vegetables, especially things found in season, and you will get an impact. When we talk about the Mediterranean diet, those olive oils, all of the fatty fish, all of those things will help you actually tolerate sun and sun damage better. And then there are supplements. People talk about collagen supplements a lot. Actually, I am a fan.
Really?
Yeah, I think we need more data on, and nobody's going to do proper controlled studies, but we do know that even though you digest it and break it down into its basic components, those elements that, I mean, collagen's a protein. It's the most abundant protein in the body. And so when you eat collagen, it gets broken down, but it is still the building blocks to help build collagen, and it seems to help joints more than skin, but it may help skin as well. And then there are supplements, something called Polypodium leucotomus extract. I won't quiz you to say it, but it's PLE. And PLE can be found in drugstore, and that has good data showing that it gives you added protection from UV rays in a supplement.
PLE.
PLE.
How many micrograms, macrograms?
It's always in the pill, so I would just follow the direction on the
Okay.
bottle, because there's lots of different dosages.
Got
but
it.
you can buy that in the drugstore. It's accessible.
PLE.
And, yep, take it at
PLE.
breakfast and lunch in the summer, and
Okay.
it really does add benefits, but nothing replaces being sun smart. So
Okay.
all these
All
elements
right,
are
we're going
important.
to take a little break. More anti-aging skincare tips from Dr. Day. Just ahead.
We are back with board certified dermatologist Dr. Doris Day, and we're breaking down some common misconceptions when it comes to aging skin. Basically everything. What's another common misconception?
Well, another is that using more skincare products is better. That's a misconception. I'm not saying...
I mean
Okay.
the nightly routine.
You can do more steps, but a lot of it is really just marketing and getting you to do more. And I also worry that a lot of products have preservatives, and you have a biome in your skin. You have microbes that live in your skin that are good for your skin. So when you're laying a lot of products, even just those preservatives being laid on top of each other adds up and can hurt the microbes in your skin. And that's not good for you either, because that
what
can lead
about
to
in
problems.
the morning when I wake up and I feel so nice and slippery?
You would probably feel that way with 3 products as much as with 12.
Okay,
So,
but I
I'll tell you
thought that I
the
should use
essentials.
them. Shouldn't I just use them until they're gone?
Well, you could control how you use them. Don't use them all at once. Use some. When you run out, then add in others.
Okay.
Okay?
Show me what
All
I
right,
need.
So the basics are in the daytime. Let's start with the daytime. You
Okay.
start with vitamin C, and that's because vitamin C is an antioxidant.
Okay.
And while it's not a sunscreen, it adds benefits to what sunscreens do in minimizing damage to your skin. I don't really like vitamin C at night, though. It's really a daytime product in my view, so use it more in the day.
Yeah, that.
And
vitamin
then
C.
I do that, so...
I'll
add the vitamin C, you'll be happy.
Okay.
And then you can add your sunscreen, give it a minute to settle in, and then your moisturizer if you need.
Okay, so...
And
this-
sunscreen moisturizer together are not enough.
Okay, so
in the
here's
summer.
what I do. I do the vitamin C, and then I put my moisturizer on because my sunscreen is an SPF 50. I like it very
Good.
much, but it's tinted, and I've been wearing it as foundation.
Perfect.
Because I think it's, like,
Yeah.
it matches my skin color.
I do that too. You can do it either way. I just give an order because
Okay.
people need an order, but you can do your
One doesn't
vitamin
negate the
C.
other.
No,
Okay.
as long as that it comes into contact, and you give it about 10 minutes before you go out.
Got
You
it.
can use, I love the tinted sunscreens as foundations. That's great. At night, obviously after you cleanse, you're going to use a retinol,
Okay.
I do that.
exosomes or peptides. Exosomes are a new category, and those are extracellular vesicles. It's a way one cell communicates with another. But cells will pass on things like growth factors and stem cells and things that rejuvenate your skin. So those products are coming into the market now, and I think they're going to be a game changer for how our skin ages.
And over the counter?
Yeah, they're over the
Okay.
counter.
Got
and
it.
then your moisturizer goes last, so you can feel nice and slippery, smooth, silky in the morning.
So far, these are all the steps I do.
Good.
That's it.
But it's
I
only
do-
3 in the morning, 3 at night, and
Right.
these have very specific benefits. I want the biggest bang for your
Yeah,
buck.
got it.
So
Okay.
the next one is that a misconception is that exercise doesn't benefit your skin.
I think it does.
I definitely does.
Now, the studies show you're both absolutely right. See, studies show that you're both right. Who knew? But studies also show that exercise directly impacts your skin. So whether you're doing aerobics, and even more if you do resistance training, weight training, that affects special elements in your skin and will help your skin age younger. It's never too late to start exercising. So I see when people start exercising, their arms are less crepey. And it's not just because they have more muscle, it's because their skin is better quality. If you look at young skin and old skin, it's skin quality that makes skin look younger, not just how smooth or tight it is, right? So hanging upside down is not going to help your skin.
Are you sure? Are you sure? But I also exercise. So I exercise, I do weight training, and what if I add that third thing of hanging upside down?
You know, if it makes you feel good, but all that blood rushing to your head, if you have something like rosacea or broken blood vessels, it could add to that. So I'm sure it has good things, and you have to be careful that way. And if you are using a retinol, or if you're using some of these
Yes.
products, or if you're exercising and you're using these products, you can get irritations of the skin or even breakouts. So what I brought is examples of like cotton blend boy shorts, yoga pants, and you can use something like hypochlorous acid or salicylic acid wash. You want to remove your workout clothing right after you work out, and if you tend to break out, you can use something like a hypochlorous acid spray, which is not toxic, not drying, won't bleach fabric, and it will knock out some of that yeast and bacteria that is making
And you
break
spray it
out.
on your body, or you
Yeah,
spray
you
it
can
on
spray
your...
it. It's baby safe, eye safe. I use it before I do injections to clean the skin.
Oh.
So, and it's not drying, not toxic, not irritating. And if
Great.
you get it in your mouth, it's not going to do any harm.
Any fun new injections you want to talk about? Like anything
We're going to get there.
interesting? Okay, amazing.
But one of the things that I focus on the most is that a misconception around menopause. I think menopause does not need to happen quite the way it does, but it's a misconception that menopause doesn't affect your skin. One of the signs of menopause actually shows in your skin even before it shows in your body. So
Wow.
as a dermatologist, I often tell patients that they're in perimenopause even before they have other changes.
Do they freak out?
Well, no, they're appreciative because when you know something, then I give
can
them
do
what they
something.
can do about it, right? It's not a helpless time. We have so much we can do. So estrogen replacement is really important, and I think women are misinformed about the safety of it because estrogen is not a carcinogen. It doesn't cause cancer.
It got a bad rap.
It got a very bad rap, and it was the way the data was interpreted. The other issue around it is that if you exercise and do other elements, it's not just estrogen. You have to combine everything we've been talking about in order to get those benefits. Now, some people don't realize that your chance of dying of heart disease as a woman peri or post-menopause is 10 times higher than dying of breast cancer. And estrogen is one of the things that help against that. But dull skin, dry skin, itchy skin, sagging skin, increased wrinkles, you can lose up to 30% of your collagen in the first 5 years post-menopause. And that's when women come in and they say, my face just fell apart. So what I try to do is help them, one, make a calendar of what they can do, add in retinoids, add in exosomes, better hydration, better diet, get into an exercise routine. All of those elements are going to help, and then partner with doctors who know how to do estrogen replacement because it can have a
Yeah, it's
big
important.
impact. Now, if you can't do estrogen replacement because of breast cancer or other issues, there are creams that you can use topically that activate the estrogen receptors without having any systemic estrogen effect.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is that preventative wrinkle relaxers are anti-aging.
Oh, it depends on who's putting them in and
That's
where
true.
they're putting them.
And how old you are.
Yes, right.
So I see too many young people in their 20s thinking, I need to freeze my whole
What
face.
are they doing?
They're doing the wrong thing.
They're
because
making themselves look older.
Yes, exactly. We don't want to age you faster than your years. And wrinkle relaxers are not meant to take away all movement when they're done correctly. It's about redirecting movement in areas you're overexpressing. I have women in their 50s, 60s, 70s who still don't need them, and it's okay. So you're not missing out
Right.
if you don't start in your 20s. Start with the other things we've been talking about and save this for when you really need it, but see a dermatologist who knows how to guide you and will be honest with you.
Wow, that was great. Thank you, Dr. Day. All of today's tips are on our website, live at kellyandmark.com. Next, we're going to go outside and make some barbecue ribs. Stick around.